Most people thinking about leaving Chicago aren't actually trying to leave. They're trying to fix something that no longer works in their life. And if you don't get clear on that first, you can very easily end up solving the wrong problem.
What we're seeing right now is not people saying, I don't like Chicago. It's people saying, this doesn't feel sustainable anymore. We need more space. We're paying a lot and not getting what we used to. I don't know if this is where we want to raise our kids. That's not about leaving. That's about something being out of alignment.
Here's where almost everyone goes wrong. They go straight to Zillow. They start looking at homes, prices, bedrooms, before they've actually defined what they're trying to fix. The biggest mistake people make when leaving Chicago, they start house hunting before they figure out what they're actually trying to fix. And when that happens, everything starts to feel overwhelming. Every suburb looks the same. Every home becomes a maybe, and the decision gets harder instead of easier.
The better question is not, should we leave Chicago? It's this. What are we trying to fix in our life right now? Is it space, cost, schools, daily stress, pace of life? Because once you know that, everything else becomes much clearer.
This is usually families feeling squeezed, move-up buyers outgrowing their space, next chapter homeowners wanting something simpler. And what's interesting is a lot of people don't actually want to leave the city. They just want their life to feel like it works again.
And this is where we're seeing a very clear pattern. Instead of looking closer into the city, people are starting to look outward into the Northwest Suburbs, not as an escape, but as a solution.
They're looking for more space without doubling their cost, predictability in schools and community, less daily friction, a pace of life that feels sustainable. And the reason the Northwest suburbs are winning right now is because each one solves a different version of that problem. And if you've seen our video comparing what $600,000 gets you in Chicago versus out here, this is the why behind those numbers.
If what you're trying to fix is, we're paying a lot and we still feel cramped, Huntley is where a lot of people land. Because what your money gets you here is a completely different lifestyle. $500,000 in Chicago and $500,000 in Huntley are two completely different lives. More space, newer homes, room to breathe.
If you want space and lifestyle, Crystal Lake is often the sweet spot. You've got a real downtown, lake access, strong schools, and commuter options. It feels like balance.
If your stress is everything feels harder than it should be, Algonquin simplifies life. Everything is close, everything is accessible.
If you want quiet, strong schools, and a direct connection to the city, Cary is one of those places that just clicks. You don't need the best suburb. You need the one that actually solves your problem.
If you're thinking, I don't want to move to the suburbs, Woodstock is usually the surprise. Historic, walkable, full of character.
If what you want is space, privacy, a slower pace, Marengo becomes that reset.
So if you're starting to think about making a move like this, here's the simplest way to approach it. Step 1, define the fix. What's not working anymore?
Step 2, match the area. Each town solves something different.
Then look at homes, not before, because once you do it in this order, everything becomes clearer.
If you're starting to think about leaving Chicago or even just exploring what your next move could look like, the first step isn't looking at homes. It's getting clear on what the right move actually is for you. And if you want to go deeper, we've created full videos on each of these towns so you can start to see what actually fits your lifestyle.
And if you're also thinking about selling before making a move like this, that's a completely different strategy. Because what worked even a few years ago doesn't work the same way today. And that's exactly what we break down in our seller videos.
Because this isn't about leaving, it's about getting your life back into alignment.